Hi, I'm Joey Jackson.
And I'm Ryan Nobles.
And you're watching
Talon
Television.
Perfect.
We did all right.
And not only what I learned while I was on campus, but then the support you receive from the college community as you make your way up has been a huge part of my success.
I really found myself at Brockport. From an academic perspective, it was great. Professors were second to none, not only in terms of their knowledge and understanding of the material, but just as far as going the extra step and caring.
A lot of what the building blocks of my journalism career started at Brockport, and that was really the entry into a professional setting.
When you're president of student government, one of the things is that you get to deal with everyone. You learn how to deal with all those competing interests, and that's life. And, dealing with people and having to say no and having to say yes. I remember it fondly, and I think it builds on you, and it builds judgment, it builds character, and it builds strength.
It taught me a sense of community, the kind of understanding that, especially when you serve in a leadership role as that, where there was numerous times as BSG president that I was called upon to give the voice of my fellow students in some of these very high-level decisions. And now as a journalist, I kind of feel that same level of responsibility, but in a different way. When I'm at the White House and I'm in a situation where you have an opportunity to shout questions at the president, that's an opportunity that only a very small number of people across the country get. And so you kind of take on that responsibility of what is the average person in America thinking about? What do they want to ask the president about? My favorite part of my job is being able to tell the stories of everyday Americans who are dealing with a wide range of issues, to bring to light issues that would otherwise stay uncovered if it weren't for the bright light of journalism.
I've been able to help out a lot of good people and keep them with their families and protect their lives and their liberties. And oftentimes, particularly when you're doing criminal defense, the stakes are so high. And when you can prevail, notwithstanding long odds, I think it's the most beautiful thing.
Americans have lost faith in their institutions across the board. The media is just one aspect of that. We've lost faith in our government, Republicans and Democrats. We've lost faith in our sports teams. I mean, I've been a Buffalo Bills fan for my entire life. I've almost lost faith in them too. We need to work even harder to make sure that the facts are first, that we begin with that building block, and that that the American people can trust us and trust what we have to say.
You're uncovering things that people would never uncover. And so I think now, more than ever, with all that's going on, so much depends upon journalists getting right at it and finding out what's going on and letting the public know exactly what that is. In life, there will be setbacks, without question. But we are always measured not by the setback, but by the comeback. It's just when you're on your last leg that you realize that you can catch a second wind and uncover a world of opportunity.
Brockport students need to understand how lucky they are to be at a place like Brockport. It's a really special place, and it's hard to think about that when you're there and in the throes of it, but someday down the road, I think you'll realize what a special opportunity you have going to Brockport.
I found myself at Brockport and just have no idea where I would be if it was not for the Golden Eagles.